If you enjoy the Low Scale Gaming podcast, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome back to the Low Scale Gaming podcast. I'm your host, Fantasy, and as always, I'm joined by Codan Jones. Codan, how you doing today?
Caught you off guard. I got a good intro.
You did, you did, but I still pulled it together.
It's a little more upbeat than last week's. I listened again in the middle of the week driving around for work.
Yeah, I was mad as hell. Yeah. I calmed down eventually though, but man, I was mad as hell that first week though.
Ben was big mad.
I was. I already done forgot what I was mad about. I just know I was mad.
Oh, because your brother had mowed like lines in the yard and then stopped.
My brother was being stupid. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's what I was mad about. Anyway, Connor Jones, how you doing this week?
I'm doing okay. I'm glad it's the weekend. I say that every weekend now. I mean, weekend is the best part of the week for sure. But it really wasn't that bad of a week. I got some stuff done, got some stuff closed, and I probably need to do a little bit. What is today? Today's Saturday. I took off Monday and Tuesday, and I have one that rolls on Friday next week.
Mm-hmm.
But I know as soon as I get back on Wednesday, they're going to be like, "Oh, you were gone. Here's some cases to make up for the time you were gone and not in the office."
That's nice.
And that's just always how it goes. And if that happens, I want to make sure I'm going to get my other one actually closed and submitted and done. So I might try to go do something today.
Hey, I start core on a Thursday.
Whoop whoop.
It's like a weird mixture of online core and like in person.
On the 5th?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like we have a lady who's in core right now who kind of hangs out over at our house, and she wants to like do what we do and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she was in there yesterday just kind of asking for if we had any stuff that she could shadow and follow along with, and she had her little like breakdown of the schedule for core, and she started beginning of July and she's not done until like the end of September. So it is like July, August, like 3 solid months of stuff.
Yeah, I'm done until like the end of October, I think.
That seems ridiculous, because the only reason mine took so long is because I had to do that improvement plan for a month, but because I'd screwed up that interview.
Wait, so you're saying I could make this last even longer if I purposely mess up? Never mind. I shouldn't. I was just saying.
I don't know if they still do the thing that I screwed up on.
Dude.
Because she, on her schedule of stuff, like, it didn't really look like she had the thing that I screwed up.
Dude. I can make this last even longer. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean,
I'm not saying no. You work smarter, not harder. That's my motto in life.
If you want to take a dive on purpose, like, I'm sure there's always ways to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the same option I had.
My grandpa would be turning in his grave if I didn't take every advantage on the state possible. Like he did.
Yeah.
Like he would be turning in his grave if I didn't do that. Like he was the master of getting the absolute most out of the state and taught me to do the exact same. I hate that I'm working for the state because the states, I've always viewed the government as the devil, but I'm also like, I got paid yesterday for literally going to the office maybe
you're like
once.
Thank you, government.
So I still haven't even finished none of my core stuff, like my modules and stuff.
Yeah.
I have 3 left. I've had 3 left for about 2 weeks.
Hey, whatever works.
I have to have them done before Thursday, so I'm probably good. I have to go to the office on Monday, so I'm going to work on it on Monday.
Yeah.
We have required office days now, which is Monday and Wednesday, which suck.
I I am hopeful that they won't do that with us, just because like our internet at the house can't handle that many people being there at once. Like,
the internet there sucks, and I lost my stupid little donut thing to like be able to connect to the internet there.
oh, the hockey puck.
So yeah, the hockey puck. So
Pepperoni.
I don't know where it is. I thought it was in my bag, but it was not.
I think I have 2.
You have 2? Can I have one?
Maybe. If I have 2. I know I had 2 at one point, but I don't know where it actually got off to. Because whenever
I'm really worried about like this Delta variant stuff, and I'm sending my brother back to school, and like I got him enrolled at that Sovereign Community School, the Indian charter school. And when I was there, they were asking me like what I do and stuff. They was like, "Oh, I work for DHS. I have my DHS badge on and everything because I like wearing it now because I feel official." And they were just like, "Oh, what'd you do beforehand?" And I was like, "Oh, I was a teacher in Geronimo." And then they all like, you would have thought it was like when Vader and Leia, when I drop a piece of food on the ground, because their ears just like perked up, and they were like, "You were a teacher? What did you teach? Do you have a teaching degree?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have a teaching degree in music education." So you were a band teacher or a vocal teacher? I was like, "Band. I don't want to do vocal." And they was like, "Oh, well, when we get more funding, we might be trying to do band stuff." And I was just like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." He was like, "Well, you might come work for us if you want." And I was just like, "Man, I knew." My grandma told me that if I told them I had a teaching degree, that's what they would try to do, was try to like
be on you like white on rice.
Yeah, and I mean, if I could probably be persuaded if they paid me more than what I get paid now. I don't care about the state benefits because I have health. I have my Indian stuff.
Yeah.
And really, I'll be honest, the only reason why this is going to sound bad, but the only reason why I have this job, that I got this job in the first place, was so I can get a sleep study done.
Excuse me. Yeah, I remember you saying that beforehand.
So I have that health choice or whatever. So now I can go get a sleep study done and go get a CPAP machine. That's all I wanted was that. Like,
so now that you're in, and have you been able to schedule us?
No, because my coverage doesn't start till tomorrow.
Oh God!
So Monday morning, that's what I'm doing, is looking for me a place that takes health choice, and I can get a sleep study done.
Heck yeah!
And then I already have the referral for it. So I just need to get the actual sleep study done, and then be like, "Hey, you have sleep apnea because you're fat as fuck." And I was like, "Okay, well,
newsflash,
thank you."
Jeez, like, I'm glad there was something new that I didn't know in that statement.
It was like, you were supposed to sleep for 8 hours, but you slept 4 of them, and your eyes were moved the entire time. And we thought you stopped breathing in the middle of it. Yeah. I'm like, no shit, really.
That's why I'm here in the first place.
That's why I'm here. I was like, you need the CPAP machine. No way. Whoa.
Yeah. It's almost like I knew what you were going to say before I got here.
Yeah, I imagine, because old Mage has his CPAP machine. He said that's like the best sleep he's gotten in years. So man, like, I'm sure it's uncomfortable at first, but I think the pain is worth the reward, because of like, if I get like I don't know what's going to happen if I get a full 8 hours of sleep, of like good sleep.
Yeah,
I might wake up with superpowers like I thought with my COVID shot. I might wake up and just be like Mr. Incredible and be able to just lift up trains and shit. I don't know.
Not sure what to expect with all this.
Yeah. But all right, let's go ahead and jump into our fails of the week. Codan Jones, what is your fail of the week?
I couldn't really think of one. Like, it's just kind of been a good week.
Right?
Like,
it's been
for the first time in forever. But
where's that from? Is that from Frozen? I think. Yeah, because they're opening the doors. They're opening the doors. I remember. It's the elementary school teacher in me. It's like the first time since forever. Right.
I might not even be singing it right.
No, you are. You are. You are. It's from Frozen.
Okay, I don't think I've ever actually seen Frozen all the way through.
I've never seen it either.
Because I know I've seen like the first half of it like 14 times because we watched it in school.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, it's like the first song they sing. That's why you know it so much. It's because that's literally the first song they sing.
Okay, that
is because they're opening the door because like they've been oh wait, no, it's the second one I think. But anyways,
either way, it's
it's in the beginning because they're like opening the doors and shit because of they've been like not hoarders but loners and stuff because their folks died and stuff. Okay. I've only seen the first like 30-40 minutes of Frozen. Like I've seen enough to get through my classes.
Yeah, that's the only parts that I've seen too. And then you've seen the first half of it like 14 times because you have to watch it every class period for the day.
Yeah.
But I was talking about my fail. It's been okay for the first time in forever. Okay, I'm caught up. It's just been really fucking hot. Like, is really the only bad thing. Like, I'm ready for whatever cold front Mother Nature wants to send our way because I'm fucking tired of this 105, 110 degrees stuff all day, all week.
It's rough, man. My electric bill is rough. I looked at my electric bill yesterday, and like it was just like it was like, oh, you're projected to be $150 on your electric bill, and I was like, I'm ready for it to be winter to where I don't have to turn on the heater. I don't turn on the heater like ever.
Yeah.
Unless the only time I turn on the heater is is if it's like snowing or ice outside. Other than that, like I won't like. But it's probably gonna be a little bit harder because I have like these wood floors and stuff. But man, like I never turn on the heater unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah.
I remember it gets to the point where my brother is just like complains about it. He's like, I'm cold. I was like, go put on a jacket then. You'll be all right. Put on a hoodie.
That's always what I do with my wife. Like I'll be the same as you, and I will ride the cold as long as I can and not turn anything on. And then it finally gets to the point of just like, all right, bro, like we got to turn this on. And I'm just like, damn it. Okay, I guess.
I'll turn it on when my fingers start to hurt. It's kind of my kind of deal. Like when it gets so cold that my fingers hurt, that's whenever I'll turn it on. Which is probably around like 40 or 50 if I'm just sitting out in it. Like I've never let it get that cold in the house though, but like I don't know.
Yeah, because like 40 and 50 outside is different than 40 or 50 inside the house.
Yeah,
like because I won't
turn on the heater.
Because like I've gotten it down to like maybe 55 or something before I've let it turn on.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because any lower than that, it's just like okay, I've got clothes on and stuff, but.
See, my thing is, I'll still sit here in like shorts and like my undershirt, but I'll put on like a jacket or a hoodie and still chill. It's when my hands start hurting and my knee starts hurting is when it's too cold when I gotta like turn on the heater. But it takes a little bit for it to get to that.
No. Okay. Yeah. See, I don't.
But yeah, it's hot. It's miserable.
We started talking about being cold after being hot, but. Yeah, that's about what I got. What you got for your fail?
Your other fail's not gonna be that you're gonna be 30 on Tuesday.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's essentially a fail, but
Hodan's reaching the big 3-0.
Big 3-0. So
is that considered over the hill now, or is that 40?
I think 40 is over the hill because I think most people were projected to die by the time they were like 75 or something like that. So that was supposed to be like more than halfway.
Yeah. All right. So in 10 years from now, when we're still recording this podcast in HD, probably,
HD audio.
Yeah, HD audio. You can actually feel us in the room.
Oh no! You feel me in.
That's a good one.
There's our title.
That's the title. You can feel us in the room.
It's going to be all caps, too. You can feel us in the room. Oh, my God. Okay.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I hope if that ever becomes a thing, and somebody's, and that's like the trademark of it, I'm gonna be so damn mad that we didn't catch on to that.
You are not wrong though. Jeez.
But all right, so my fail this week is I really don't have one. Like it's been an okay week, I've just been, chilling at home. It's I don't know. It's just one of those things. I'm not really have a bad week. I mean, I don't really even have a fail or a win this week either. It's just been a good week. Nothing's really stood out.
Nothing really super good. Nothing really super bad. Just kind of
it's just been
even flow. Wow! Wow!
Wow! But yeah. All right.
Before we jump into that, I have a question.
Okay.
So I know whenever we started this, we did like the season and the episode things, and it was like based on the year, and like just getting to like the anniversary and then starting over, and then we didn't really do that this time.
Yeah, I think what we should do is we should just go back to just like full episode counts.
Yeah.
So like the next episode after 52 of this year will be 157, I think. Right? Because that's how 52 works. So then the episode after that will be 157. I'm just quick mathing.
Oh, okay, 52 because that's how many weeks in a. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, I had a little bit of a stroke just then, but I'm okay. Jesus, yeah. So 104.
So the episode after this one, or after next week's episode, would be the 156 or 157th episode.
Yeah, I can look on SoundCloud too because I think it's got everything on there.
It doesn't. I deleted the first 30 videos or the first 30 ones.
Oh.
I purged those ones because no one ever needs to hear those again.
I feel like I was listening to those, not because I feel like every time I get on there, it's like, oh, you're still listening to like episode 1.
All right, let's see. I swear I took them off of there.
Yeah, Low Scale Gaming episode 1 is what pulls straight up on my play bar.
Really? I swear I deleted it.
Maybe it's just because I'm logged into our account.
Maybe so. I swear they're not public.
Profile.
I swear they're private.
Scroll. Okay, that's gonna take for fucking ever because
we also have an in-game special. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was like the only real special we did though.
Okay, they're private. Okay, they are private.
They're private. Okay.
They're private, so they're not up there. They're not up, but they're private, and nobody ever needs to listen to those ones either. Anyways, maybe if like we get big and we have a Patreon, I'll release like these it's the first 27 episodes, and yeah. God.
Why 27?
I don't know why it's stuck at 27. And 28's not even on there. 28's just lost the time, I guess.
I think 28 is that one that did get lost. That it was right around the time your computer pooped out.
Oh yeah, you're right. I have the same logo forever though. We might need to work on a new logo. And I think you need to work on a new logo.
Why did like the first episodes have the new logo and not the old one? So like we had
the first one has the original like logo with no microphone in the background.
Yeah.
At least it says it online. Just is Low Scale Gaming in red and white.
And then like 2, 3, and 4 have the microphone in the back, and then 5 is the current one.
I don't know. That's weird because we didn't change to the new logo until
it was a while.
It was like episode
because I was in Texas.
It was at least in season 2. It was after the Ghosties, at least, I think. No, it might. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of split.
Anyway,
but
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm cool going just like the full blown episode count thing.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Well,
totally
so this week, so we talked about it last week a little bit, and we gave speculation on it. And then this week it actually came to fruition. But OU and Texas are both going to the Southeastern Conference for football and everything in 2025 or sooner.
At least by 2025.
Yeah. Man, it's been a crazy sports week with that. The big reason why we're talking about it is we're both pretty big OU fans. Conan went to the University of Oklahoma for a semester,
and I'm still fucking paying for it.
And played with the pride for a semester. Are you really?
Yeah. I still have student loans from 2009.
Fuck.
It was like one semester at OU was like the entire. I got my associates at WSI for the same price. So,
Jesus. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't go to OU.
Anyways, I'm glad I went and I'm glad I did it for the experiences and stuff. But shit was expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry.
But yeah, OU and Texas are both going to the SEC conference. They're gonna have a 16-team super conference. It's going to be interesting. Bob Bowlesby, the Big 12 commissioner, was posted something online. He was just like, if OU and Texas had any problems, they should have said something, and we would have made a bigger deal about it. Remember, if y'all don't remember, about 3 or 4 months ago, OU was trying super hard to get the 50-year anniversary of the game of the century between Nebraska moved from an 11 a.m. kick time to later in the day. They didn't even want a nighttime one. They just wanted it later in the day.
It's like
3:30 would have been fine.
Yeah, give me a 2:30 or a 3 o'clock, or we don't even have to have the primetime 7 o'clock kick.
Yeah, that's stupid. And then and they just wouldn't do it. So that was when I knew something was going to happen. Was whenever they posted that thing on Twitter about the having disgruntled about our contract rights or whatever. I knew something was going to happen then, and just I'm okay with it because this means we'll get better kickoff times. I'm sure there will be that 11 a.m. kickoff, and I'm sure we'll even have that stupid. We'll probably have a Thursday night game probably now, but I'm okay. I think in the grand scheme of things, we'll be okay. We'll have there'll be better matchups.
Yeah.
Because who cares about going against I'm so I don't have season tickets this year, and I kind of want to go see the Nebraska game, but outside of that, I don't care. The home games this year is Kansas, Texas Tech, and Texas Tech. No, it's time to take my medicine. There's another one that's pointless. I think it might be. No, it's not. I think it might be K-State. No, it's not K-State. Because
it's Western Coastal. It's like WCU, Coastal Carolina or something like that.
Yeah, it's something just
something
weird. Who the hell wants to go to that stuff?
Yeah.
Now you get to have matchups you get to have a home and home with Texas A&M again, which God, I hate Texas A&M. Their fans are the most angriest people in the world that this happened. They are more saltier than that Karen president that OSU has. But you get to have good matchups now. You get to it's not going to be every year, but we'll go against Alabama in the regular season. Yeah. We'll go against LSU in the regular season, and Florida, and Ole Miss, and Auburn. Man, we'll go against some really good teams finally, and not just play powder puff with freaking Kansas and hang 100 on them,
and then lose the random game to Kansas State.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's stupid. I can't be mad about that because when they do, OU always loses a game they shouldn't lose.
Yeah,
for just no reason, they'll just randomly lose a game. Because they'll either just stop trying or stop caring. But apparently, did you see what old Lincoln Riley said about last week before all this happened? He was just we have the best team we've ever had. We play in the best league. We have the best defense, the best offense. Y'all better watch out for us because we win in that national championship. He said something like that. And I'm really not putting that much of a spin on it. He legit said most of that stuff word for word.
Yeah. it's like, if you're still sitting in the Big 12, like, okay, cool. Like, nobody's really arguing with you that we're not kind of top
Yeah.
dog in the Big 12. Like, but if you knew this was coming, so that's another, like, I wonder if he knew, which I'm sure he did.
Oh, I'm sure he did. I'm sure him, Joe Castiglione,
Yeah.
and Texas people, like, I'm sure like the OU and Texas were hand in hand in this. They were just like, hey, let's go to the SEC and make more money because we don't play anybody here in Big 12, and money.
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 Yeah.
Like Mr. Pigs from or Ham from Toy Story.
Because Lincoln makes too much money to not be involved with that conversation. Like,
yeah, he's too important of a figurehead to not be involved in that decision.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm sure he was the one. I'm sure he was one of the ones that just pushed for it.
Like, the only thing that I've seen that people are freaking out about is just like everybody else in the conference now that Oklahoma and Texas are leaving. But it's like, that's not our problem. Like, if we kind of saw the writing on the wall, oh my god,
writing on the wall.
There we go. I don't know why. Baby speak. I had a stroke there for a second.
See, if I would have done that, Conan would have been like, "Oh, that's the title, writing on the wall." Conan would have done that to me, but see, I'm not going to be mean to Conan about it.
We already had a good title, so that usually only happens whenever there's like nothing really funny that happens.
What was the one I said? Something flute. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, it was like low hanging flute. I don't know. It was just one of those things.
Oh, because I made a bald joke. That's right.
What were we talking about?
Writing on the wall with
writing on the wall. Yeah, you. Yeah. It's just like, it's not our fault for jumping out of the way and realizing that something's about to happen. Like, apparently with the clandestine way that all of this kind of happened, it is kind of shitty. But I don't know. Like, that's, I mean, obviously above my head, nobody consulted Conan Jones to figure out what I thought or wanted everybody to do. But yeah, I don't know.
I'm kind of like, I'm okay with it. Like I said, we get more matchups, more like, I mean, sure, we'll get like the occasional like powder puff, like we'll go against Tennessee, Tennessee, whatever, and Vanderbilt and Arkansas, and there's every conference has its Kansas and Baylor's, like, so we'll go against those, but we also, not every conference has like, an Alabama or an LSU or Auburn and Florida. Like, our equivalent to that is like just Texas. And even then, Texas has ass for the past 10 years. So like, really, like, we have a good chance of being pretty good here. Like, and we'll also have we'll have the SEC bias with the playoff committee. But it's like, well, Oklahoma's here now. We should just put them in the playoffs. So
they should just get it right off the bat. They don't even have to do anything.
Yeah.
I'd be all right with it.
I mean, I'm okay with it too, man. Like, I'm not going to be the ones that, like, those SEC fans or those SEC fanboys that cheer SEC in the stands. I'm not going to be a part of that. But, I'll reap the other benefits of it. I don't care. At the end of the day, you got to look out for what you want in your investments, and you're gonna get a boatload of money for going in the SEC. You're gonna have a whole lot better marquee matchups. So that means more people are going to go to the games. More people are going to get season tickets. So it's just going to keep working. And the other thing is, I really don't care if we keep Bedlam, because it's like the record's like 83-13. It's not even a rivalry anymore. It's just kind of just like a yearly ass whipping, And they get a check.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the other side of that. Like, I would be upset if Bedlam ended, because that was always kind of the big deal in our family, just because our family is split on stuff. Like, It
You
seems
know.
like you're all the people in your family have always been on the OU side of the
Oh
fence.
yeah, always. We have like one person, and then we just kind of
Yeah.
disown them.
So like our family, my dad's side of the family is pretty split down the middle of OU and OSU fans, or like the people who don't give a shit about football, or
Well,
so it
let's
was
see what the
always,
Bedlam record.
yeah, it's not good, but it was all that good. That stuff was always like what made it fun with our stuff, and just that.
God bless. OU is leading the all-time series 90-18.
God,
The largest victory margin is 75-0 in 1904. The longest winning streak is OU with 19 from 1946 to 1964. And the current winning streak is 6 from 2015.
all right. Like even though it's pretty one sided, like they're usually really fun games to watch. Like
The only one I hate is that one where they punted it to that dude and then punted it to him again and he scored the game winning touchdown. Do you remember that one? I think that was back in 07 or in '07, I believe.
I'm sure I probably
2014. I think. But
if I saw it, I
anyways,
bet I would realize, like, oh yeah, okay, I remember seeing that, but off the top of my head, I don't guess I recall or remember. But
I think it's a good change overall. I really do. I think it'll be well. I'm excited to get more marquee matchups. I'm excited to get more primetime games to where I could actually like have a day of watching football and I could grill and then have watch the game at the house. Or go to it. Either or if it's an away game or if it's a home game. So it'll be good times, man.
it's the little things, like
It's the little things that the Big 12 didn't do.
crazy. Like if they'd have just done a couple little things different, it may have not been in this boat. But
How do you think? You think the Big 12 is going to dissolve, or you think they're going to add anybody?
I think it. From what I've kind of heard people saying, like that, if OU in Texas is not good, but is not necessarily like the nail in the coffin. But I feel like if one other person leaves, then they either have to scramble and fill some spots, or it's just going to be a mass exodus and everyone's gone.
See, I heard different. I've heard that like nobody wants any of the other teams. Like Pac-12 doesn't want anybody. Big Ten doesn't want anybody. So like they're either gonna have to stay in their own thing or like go to the lesser divisions, like like the MAC conference or like the big or mountain conference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I really like unless they add people, I don't see them like doing anything. Like I guess the one there's a couple they could add like BYU's been thrown around because they have a big old like player like a big old fan base. Like Boise State's another one I heard added. There's another one I forgot. Cincinnati and Houston it was some more they thrown around and. I don't know. Like, I mean, you think of those ones, you're like, man, I don't really care for any of those. The only reason why I know about Boise State is a stupid Statue of Liberty play,
Right.
And the Fiesta Bowl. Other than that, I don't know. And I know they have a blue field.
Yeah, their field is blue.
Other than that, I don't know jack shit about Boise State. And who the hell wants to go all the way up to Idaho to play football? Go get some damn potatoes in the meantime.
I mean, it's the same kind of argument you could probably make about going to Morgantown.
Like, yeah, West Virginia with all them hillbillies and Mothman and all that stuff, man. Like, we're making a lot of people mad today, or at least I am.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm with you. I think it's a good change, good call on stuff. Like, it's just. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it all falls out. There are more dominoes to fall, and it's just not really anything that anybody can really predict until it happens. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, for what it's worth.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and move into topic 2 this week. More back with the Blizzard stuff, because man, I thought it was bad last week. If literally shit did not hit the fan this week, it is just code red for them, man. Yeah. So they Blizzard hires a union busting firm as workers start to come together against Blizzard, which just sets the whole precedence you need to with this. Is that
it's like the most Blizzard thing you could have done.
It's so sad, man. Like, I was reading another article about somebody was it was back in like 2015. Someone was like, they were having like some like cybersecurity job fair thing for Blizzard, and it was like a female, and she was wearing, I forgot what it was, but it was something about penetrating web security stuff. And they straight up asked her when's the last time she was penetrated. And it's so just disgusting to see. I'm dead serious. Hang on, let me find it now. Now that I brought it up, I got to find it without it. Hang on. Blizzard hacker report. Let's see if that pops up. I can't figure it off the top of my head, but
yeah, either way, that's obviously ridiculous.
Yeah, it's so disgusting. I'm so sick and tired of Blizzard. They scheduled a walkout, a little like on Wednesday last week.
Oh, out of the okay.
Snapchat me in the middle of recording.
It's for streaks.
Okay. But man, I don't know what's going on with Blizzard. Like, it's just years of being shitty people has finally caught up with them, and like a lot of like famous WoW content creators have stopped playing the game. Mad Season stopped playing or stopped making videos on it. Bellar and Preach both stopped doing it. The only big one that's left is Asmongold. And even Asmongold was like making a video. He was like he felt disgusted by playing just the music for it. Not even actually playing the game, but just having music of World of Warcraft playing in the background. He felt disgusted with it.
Okay.
So I feel like he's gonna be done too. And Asmongold's like the big like WoW content. He's the big one. He's like he averages like 50K viewers for his streams.
Jeez.
And like, but when he went to go play, he's been playing Final Fantasy 14 now. Spoilers, that's what I've been playing too. But and like when he started it, he had like 200K or 200K concurrent viewers of just him playing Final Fantasy. And man, that's crazy how much like publicity they're getting from it. Like you think that like Twitch isn't really that like big of a deal, I suppose, but then like something like this happens, and then it's just like, holy crap, dude! Because I got to like because of that, Final Fantasy had run. I talked about it last week. How they had so many new people play the game that they ran out of like the digital online digital codes for it, which I didn't even think was like possible.
We learned today, or I guess then, but
so it's just going back to the main thing about the hiring a firm. Like, it really just speaks to how out of touch Blizzard is, that they don't think that their upper management people is the problem. They think their workers are the problem, and they're going to stop their workers from banding together. And that's That's the most Blizzard statement of it that could be said about it.
I don't know. Like that, I think that it was the Beastcast we're talking about, like the Blizzard of old and the culture that they had. That if you were into gaming, you wanted to work at Blizzard because they were the guys that you just wanted to be with, and they just had everyone that came in all had the same mindset of, I've always wanted to work with video games. This is the place I've always wanted to work. Now that I'm here, oh, this horrible shit is happening. Like, but I just landed my dream job. Like, I'm not going to blow the whistle and, like, jeopardize my new dream job just because, like, this thing is happening over here. Like,
see, one of the things I've heard about it is like that Blizzard uses that to their advantage. That, like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Hey, this is your dream job. You don't want to quit your dream job, do you?
You don't want to get
gonna
fired.
Pay me more?
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna pay me more? No, because this is your dream job. You want to be here. Type of deal is what they're doing. Like,
yeah.
And they use that to take advantage of people, which is so like
very
shitty.
Very
and
shitty.
Just,
absolutely.
Like I don't get it, because like yeah, like it'd be cool, like work for like Blizzard or work for something like that as like either like an artist or game designer or like or just like storyboard. But then it's just this disgusting stuff happens, and then they just still expect you just to be okay with it. And it's like, hey. Like, I think one of the arguments from the CEO was like, "Hey, this happens in every big industry. Why are we being the focus point of it?" And two rights don't make a wrong, which is what we're all taught growing up. And two, like, just because it's happening, like, just because it's not came to light that other companies that this is happening to, doesn't mean it won't. Like, nobody's like protected from the only one I would say that could honestly be protected from something like this is Amazon, with stupid ass Jeff Cowboy Bezos going to outer space on a penis ship. Like, because he just has so much goddamn money. That's the only one, and I hate admitting that but he'd probably be the only one that could ever be protected from something like this happening, because
he would just pay his way out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because even like old friend of the show, Donald Trump, is getting in trouble for that now finally, and is probably going to have to go get testify on oath and stuff. I can't wait for that, man. It'd be so nice seeing that some bitch behind bars. He can't listen to our podcast though behind bars though. So, could you imagine
the eternal question?
If we did just have like some random like celebrity actually listen to our podcast but doesn't say anything about it.
You're a celebrity. Hit us up.
We will sell out. We will instantly sell out for whatever it is. What if it's like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and he's like, hey, I'll sponsor your podcast, but you can only talk about how good Tooth Fairy is.
Guess what my new favorite movie is?
It's like, I'll watch this. He's like, I'll be like, how much you gonna pay us? He was like, I'll give you both $50K each.
Tree Fitty.
I'll watch fucking Tooth Fairy every single day.
I will get a tattoo of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in a Tooth Fairy suit on my body.
For $50K?
Oh, hands down. Like, yeah,
that's fair. I would too.
Like right on my arm, just get
it as just get it like on your shoulder blade or whatever, so where you can like flex your muscles and that's it.
Oh no! Can I just get a big back piece like Steve-O has his own face, just with
God,
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
In his Tooth Fairy garb.
His Tooth Fairy stuff. Yeah.
Let's see.
We got it.
Rock, Tooth Fairy. Let's see. Let's see what image we got of this. Here we go.
In Discord?
Image. Yeah. Just a picture of that on your back. Wings and everything.
Oh, wow. I forget how long ago that movie was.
Yeah, that movie was a bit ago. I don't know how long. I think it might have been in the 2000s.
We're about to IMDb it.
I know I am too. I'm waiting for my stuff to load. God, it has a 17. Oh, it came out 2010. It literally came out 22 days before before like the early 2009s. So I was close.
Whoa. That was a sentence.
Yeah, I butchered that
It
sentence.
came out on January 22nd of 2010. So
Yeah, I was really close. Anyways, but back to the Blizzard stuff because we
yeah, way
very
off track. Sorry. Um, yeah, they're a shit
I'm
show.
so sick of hearing this shit, man. Like at this point, man, I just want Blizzard to die so then all my friends will go play Final Fantasy with me. Because I jumped back into playing Final Fantasy this week, and man, if I haven't had a lot of fun. Like there's a lot of people playing. The game's fun. Like the game's always been fun. It's just more fun with like people you know. And I've had a couple of my friends playing, and I just want to get like all my friends playing Final Fantasy, just having fun because it's good times.
F is
But
for friends who do stuff together.
yep, U is for you and me.
It's not me.
Conan Jones, you don't want to play Final Fantasy with me?
See, I did not care for Final Fantasy. Like,
What did you not like about it?
I don't care for the anime stuff. Like, that's just not my art style.
Yeah.
And I know that's like it's a big thing. So I'm not off to a good start. The MMORPG just fetch quests. I like the way that the combat and stuff is, plus all of like the micro economies, and it's kind of the whole game as a whole. Granted, like I haven't spent a whole lot of time in it, and the more time you spend, the more that all makes sense. But I don't know. I think the amount of time I would have to put into it to feel good about it, I don't want to put into it.
All right. Would you, if you could start at level 70 and quest through that stuff, would you be happier about it?
I don't think so, because like I feel like the point of grinding and questing and all that sort of stuff is to learn how to play the game. So then if you're just arbitrarily, oh hey, I'm max level already, it's like, oh well,
Well, max
how
level's 80, so
well
you'd still be questing through it. But I get what you're.
yeah.
I will say, the first 50, like the Realm Reborn, the first like that whole thing of it is really really hard. Like because that's whenever you could tell the game didn't have a big budget, like because it was literally got pulled and had to be started again.
Yeah.
But when you jump into Heaven's Ward, it's really good. It's really fun and really good to play. It's a good story. I think it's really good.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know, like it seems like if you're jumping in towards the end of your leveling process that you're kind of cheating yourself out of learning how to really play.
that's fair, but I mean, you can also just like there's more than one job to learn to play. You know what I'm saying? Like you could do multiple jobs. Like you could do every single job on one character.
Yeah.
So like if you don't like say you level as like let's say you level as the barbarian warrior, okay? Like I was like, oh hey, I don't like this, then you could just switch to something else, like switch to monk or samurai or something, like
I don't know,
I don't
like
know.
it seems like I would be more worried about like the root issues and like what am I trying to say? Like the key movements and like the bare minimum for the game, just because like I don't have the background in WoW and I haven't really done any games like that. So
Yeah.
having that pretty strong reinforcement of just the bare minimum. This is what it means to stack all of these different items and abilities, and when to do XYZ, and okay, this is what this thing does, and you know what I mean?
I mean, a lot of it's kind of easy. I'll be honest. Like it's you pick up on it as you play the game. It's not like you could go into it like just like you don't just go into it knowing what to do. Like even though I play World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy is still a little hard for me to pick up sometimes because like I don't know because I don't play it that much. But I mean I can still do like bare minimum things, but like I can't do like the advanced things yet. Because I haven't put forth the time or effort to that I have in a while.
See, that's so, that kind of stuff.
I also think you haven't really ever really given it a chance. Like you gave WoW a chance, but I still felt like whenever you did play it, I still felt like it was very half-hearted. And it was more that you were just there because I finally talked you into it and not because you wanted to be there. I think if you went into it with an open mind on it and played with friends, that I think a lot of it is dictated by playing with friends. Like if you're able to play with friends, it is a very fun game. Like just like with anything, like with League is more fun with friends because we can sit there and flame the fuck out of each other until you get mad and you like leave mid game. But
so maybe that's just the point that I'm at with like my current viewpoint. Like I don't feel like my enjoyment of a game that I'm paying money for should be dictated on the fact that I have to have friends play with me. Okay.
Play it like this. You played Call of Duty, right? You liked playing Call of Duty growing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You played multiplayer a lot, right? Zombies or even just like the actual multiplayer, right?
Mm-hmm.
You played with friends before, right? Or you played with just randoms, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you played did you have more fun playing with your friends on team matches, or did you have fun just playing with randoms?
I mean, I had fun on both sides of that example.
I know. I'm asking which one did you have more fun with?
I mean, I'm not disagreeing you that it is more fun to play with friends. Like
you could play these games by yourself, is what I'm saying. Like you can play these games by yourself and learn a story, and then you can occasionally do like the dungeons and the raids and stuff with people. Like you could experience all this stuff by yourself. What I'm saying is that it's more fun to do the raids, the dungeons with a group of friends rather than just like by yourself kind of deal is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not necessary. You're not necessarily dictated by having to have it with your friends and stuff. It's that you get to. Is that I think you're going into it with the wrong mindset with it. Because you get to do this stuff with your friends. It's not that you have to do it with your friends.
Maybe just like what I hear you talk about with WoW and all like doing the raids and having your whole guild and all of the people around to do this one task. Just does.
Well, okay, so like think of it. Okay, here's a perfect example how I can make it to you. How many people are on a football team? Like on offense?
I mean, 11 on a field at a time, but
okay.
I mean.
Okay, so and then who's the most important person on the field?
It depends who you talk to, but
it's the quarterback. Anyways, so the quarterback is the most important person, but can he do it all by himself? He can't even snap the ball by himself, right? He has to get the ball snapped to him. So you got to think of it like this: that like you could play these games and enjoy it, and you could be successful on your own. But if you have that group of people there, then you could be successful in a group. It's like a team. It's like a big old team building exercise kind of deal that you could like yeah, we got to do that stuff in like DHS and everything. and like have these like weird, awkward like team building stuff, or you can still have fun by doing team building stuff and have it play a game with it. Does that help out any?
I think the part that you're stuck on with me not liking it is not.
You don't like having to do it with people, is what I'm saying. Is what you don't like, right?
Yeah, like I shouldn't have to be multiplayer to have fun with the game. Like
I know, but that's the whole.
That's the whole point. I get. Yeah,
games.
Exactly. I'm with you. I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. It is
okay.
Like it doesn't make sense to me to pay a monthly subscription for a game I've already physically paid for. That's a whole nother conversation, and I understand that. It doesn't, like, while I understand the whole multiplayer playing together with friends is fun, it's better that way. I'm just at the point in my life where I like to be able to pause and not have to wait for other people, and I can just do my own thing. Like, and especially since you and I don't see super eye to eye on lots of different games, like, just because we're our own persons, that it...
You say, but you play League more than me, and League's a game where you can't just pause in the middle of it.
Ask me if I like playing League. Do you like playing League?
No, I don't.
Nobody likes playing League.
Because you play League. I play League to play League with you. Other than that, you know how much I despise that game.
I say nobody likes to play League of Legends. Like, it's because it's something that's been done for so long, and it's kind of like home. And it's like, oh, hello, blood pressure.
We played League for almost 8 years now, I think.
Yeah, it's about like 2012. It's going on 7 years.
Yeah. No, wait, no, that's 9 years.
God Math damn. Is hard.
God damn, we've been playing League for too long. Anyways,
any amount of time is too long.
I'm just saying, man. Like, I think if you went into it with a different mindset.
How do you change your mindset on something? Just kind of to pivot into a kind of a different side of that conversation.
Because you're thinking so negative about it, I feel like you're thinking really negative about it. Because your whole thing is that you have to change the have to get to kind of deal. That you get to do this stuff with friends. You get to be successful and do stuff with them. It's not that you have to do this with your friends and have to wait for them. It's that you get to do it. That's what I mean by changing your mindset. It's such a negative mindset that you have with it.
Maybe it's because they're not my friends. It's just you and your friends. Maybe.
I know, but that's fair too. Because you don't. In a weird turn of events, you really don't have that many friends online besides like me.
Yeah.
Where I have let's see, I have Milky Wars and my two new friends Robo and Cement Thrower. But
Cement Thrower, dude's jacked.
His name's not actually Cement Thrower. Drop the T.
I mean, that's also funny.
That's literally his name, but I never. Everyone laughs at it. I never call him. I call him Cement, but it's not that. It's Drop the T is what his name is.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, you meet people, and you just talk to people, and just make friends with people all across the states. I mean, Robo and Cement live in California. Worst lives in Indiana. Domestic lives in Brooklyn. Milky lives down there in Texas. You know, like I got friends all across the United States, and it's fun. It's nice being able to just like have friends. Like you can have friends, but not have to have like put forth like the effort of like doing day-to-day things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to explain that part, but it's cool making friends and like worse than Milky. I mean, you know, you get along. You've talked with Milky a lot. Like, you've done a lot of stuff with Milky, but you know, and like the times you talk with Worse, like Worse is he's a character dude, but he's a cool dude, but he's a bit much sometimes. But I love him to death. He's a good dude. I've known Worse for about a year and a half now.
So it's just kind of a weird deal because like you guys knew the game beforehand and had that as that bonding, making friend experience.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, I could have that same conversation and that same relationship with a game like Factorio or something like that, you know, that's just a little more my speed, but is just by the nature of the game a little less of a online experience. I'm not really sure where that statement was going. I don't know where that.
I don't know where it's going either.
I kind of just lost it right in the middle of there. So, never mind.
Hey, Jones, I'm gonna buy you Final Fantasy for your birthday.
Don't buy me Final Fantasy for my birthday.
I'm gonna buy you Final Fantasy. I already bought you like 2 things already. Well, I bought you one thing and I'm giving you something else. So,
okay, don't buy me Final Fantasy for my birthday.
Why?
Because we'll talk after this.
Okay.
We just like totally like rambled on for a while. We're sitting at about an hour one.
Jesus Christ! All right, let's go ahead and jump into what I appreciate.
That's what I appreciate.
Conan Jones, what do you appreciate?
I think this was actually mine from last week, but I appreciate getting cases done in one fell swoop and having everyone live under one house and I can see everybody at one time. I've talked with all of the people, all the interviews are done. They have people that they know and can give me collateral and like personal reference information. Like they have no asthma, everything's nice, tidy with a bow.
Wait. What's wrong with having asthma?
So nothing's wrong with having asthma, but per our policy, we have to follow up with physicians whenever kids have asthma just to make sure they have inhalers and they're getting all of that sort of stuff that they need.
Hey, my brother has asthma.
So, like, if I were to investigate your home, I would have to ask, you know, like, where does Turtle Boy go to the doctor? Where's his PCP? Like, what does his asthma problems look like? What kind of inhalers? Like albuterol? Does he have a nebulizer? He has
an albuterol rescue inhaler.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to take 2 puffs before he does sports activities. And then, or as needed. But he only ever needs it for the 2 before, like, going to, like, practice or before a game.
Yeah.
Other than that, he's okay. His asthma is very light.
Yeah. So it's those kind of conversations that we have to have on top of.
We don't have a physician yet, though. I've been waiting to get my insurance before I got a physician.
ECP, yeah.
Yeah.
Because then whatever you tell me, I have to then talk with the PCP to make sure you're not full of shit and you're not like neglecting your child. So.
Oh, you mean like what my dad and his mom used to do?
I'm not touching that. Moving on.
All right. So what I appreciate is that McDonald's on Pennsylvania down the road, man, they are always quick. They're always good service. The people are always nice and happy to be there, it seems. So, man, I really appreciate that McDonald's.
I was there Monday night, one of the nights here recently. And they were not happy I was there, and I got the opposite reaction.
Maybe it was because I always go in the morning. I never get McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's like lunch in like months. I don't like their lunch or like dinner.
It was one of those.
I just like their.
Go ahead. What?
I just like their breakfast.
Yeah. See, I was coming home late from a. Was I at the hospital? Yeah, I was coming from the hospital that night. And I was like, I was wanting Whataburger breakfast. But Whataburger breakfast was like 47 cars deep. And I was like, fuck no. So
that's fair.
I was just there for late night snack. But they were not happy I was there. But anyway. I'm glad it worked out good for you.
Yep. We already talked about what we've been playing this week. All right, Conan Jones. Let's jump into our wins of the week. Conan Jones, what is your win of the week?
I just have a long weekend. Like, my birthday is on Monday, like we've already talked about. So I just took some time off.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's the 1st. For some reason, I thought Monday was the 1st, and so that's why I thought your birthday was on Tuesday. I knew your birthday was on the 2nd. I just thought the 2nd was on Tuesday and not on the 1st.
Oh, yeah, your days just got screwy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, doing that. I think I bought myself a massage last year for my birthday that I still have a credit for that I never actually used. So I may cash that in on Monday. But yeah.
All right.
Not a whole lot else going on.
Yeah, it's kind of my thing too. My win of the week. It's the weekend, it's chill. I'm going out to go get my brother's haircut today and doing back to school stuff today and this coming week. It's been just one of those things.
Heck yeah. Well, I'm glad your stuff is going all right. I know it's excited for core and stuff and to get out of.
But thank you guys again
on purpose to get an extra month.
God bless.
The new supervisor.
I'm just gonna keep it running. Just keep going.
Okay. Thank you guys very much for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, SoundCloud, iTunes, and Spotify at Lowscale Gaming. If you have a question or something you want us to talk about our next podcast, I will do a good leave job. us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com.
time.
But thank you guys again. And
remember,
if I
have a
can
great
do
day
it, if I can do
tomorrow.
an extended amount of stuff on my time, then why shouldn't I?
Yo, I can get down with it.
Well, thank you guys very much for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at Lowscale Gaming. If you have a question or a subject you want us to talk about on our next podcast, go ahead and leave us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. But thank you guys again, and have a great day and a better tomorrow.